Hey, welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. So today's reading is why are you so damn attractive? Okay, what is so attractive about you? You could ask about a specific person. I didn't do it in relation to specific people, but you could if you wanted to. But yeah, in general, what is found attractive about you? Okay, so there's three groups to choose from. We have group one, this two of wands, group two, the sun, and group three, the justice card. Okay, so group one, two, and three. If you want to take a moment to choose your group, go ahead, but I will see you in your reading. Hey, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the two of wands, then this reading is for you. What is so attractive about you? Okay, so we do have the death card in reverse. We also have the two of cups in reverse. And that's funny, when I was shuffling earlier, the two of cups came out, but I saw it and it came out in reverse earlier. But I put it back and it's come out again. So yeah. So what is so attractive about you? Let me see. So it feels like you're very attractive because this group, you don't give up. It feels like you're stubborn, you're very determined, and it's a beautiful thing. You don't let go of things, or maybe you don't let go of certain, you know, maybe people, but you don't let go of things so easily, you know? Like you keep trying, whether this is about your goals, whether it's about relationships, um, whether it's about like a problem, you know, or a challenge, like you don't give up. Like people find you attractive because you aren't afraid to call out the negative or speak on things that people may deem negative or people may deem to be like dark or a bit taboo, like things that you don't normally talk about. It feels like you're not afraid to confront things that may seem negative or dark either. Your losses make you attractive as well, like because you still made a success of yourself, you still were or became victorious even though you dealt with those losses, you know? And this could be the people that know about those situations that find that trait about you very attractive. But for some of you, you can like carry that energy with you, even though you may not, you know, I don't know, I don't want to say, let me see. Even though you may not feel it like heavily in regards to these things anymore, like it changed you in a way. And the ways it did change you, it is very attractive. So some of you could be quite chaotic as well, which is very attractive. What people don't see you as chaotic in energy, um, it's the way you handle stress. Like it's the way you handle chaotic situations or chaotic people. For some of you, your life could be quite chaotic, you know. But even in the middle of that chaos, like you could still be quite grounded. And I don't know if grounded is the right word, but like you make it work, you know. Or the way you handle it is very attractive. So a lot of people find you attractive and your guides as well because you don't try to change yourself. You're not afraid to repeat things that are difficult as well. And some of you here, you may not be forgiving, but you may give people second chances, or you give people the chance to like redeem themselves. Whether they, you know, take that chance is up to them, but for a lot of you, you could give people the chance to make amends and even though you may not be like forgiven like straight away, that is an attractive trait about you. So you're attractive because even though you may be lacking balance, you are who you are. Like you carry yourself the way you carry yourself. And I don't know, for a lot of you it's like very true to yourself or true to how you're feeling, you know? So the way you deal with these imbalances are attractive. The way you deal with stress is very attractive. And you're attractive as well because you're not harmonious. You know, for some of you, maybe you have no chill sometimes. Maybe you're not an overly peaceful person, if that makes sense. Or from the outside looking in, it looks that way. From the outside looking in, it does kind of seem like you are stressed, like you do have a lot on your plate. And even though you may feel at peace like inside yourself, or you feel like, okay, this is just life, like you're just kind of getting on with it, from the outside looking in, and it is very attractive, like the way you deal with imbalance and you know, a lack of harmony. For some of you, like this not harmonious energy is you not being perfect, and people find it very attractive that you don't try to appear perfect, that you don't try to be perfect, and you're just living, you know, you're just doing you, doing what you have to do. And people really appreciate that about you. Yeah, so for some of you here, you don't pretend that your life is sunshine and roses. It feels like you're also very like helpful, and this not may not be like helpful to people as a whole. Like this could be one specific person, it could be a few different people. But the fact that you are able to help people, considering like everything else that is going on around you, it is very attractive. You're also attractive because you don't back down, or you can be a bit argumentative, but this that fire, you know, is very attractive. That passion that you feel when you are arguing, or you know, kind of fighting a point, or you know, you're not backing down. So for a lot of you here, like you may not be sensitive. Even if you are sensitive, it feels like people don't kind of see you that way, or maybe you're kind of very private about when it comes to your emotions. Um, well, it feels like you don't seem all that sensitive to those who don't really know you that well, which they do find, you know, enticing about you. And if any of you have gotten like a divorce, or you've left a long time relationship, you know, even if it's not a romantic relationship, whether it be a friendship, family relationship, but it feels like people think you've been looking real attractive since leaving this situation or leaving that relationship. When you're honest, like people find that very attractive as well. And this may not be for everyone, but for some of you here, like some people find it kind of attractive when you're toxic, or they kind of like, I don't know, or that you kind of appear to be a little intense or a little dark, like you've been through some stuff, and you're not really, you know, easy, but you know, take the effort resonates. But if you do resonate with that, then people do find it quite attractive. And it feels like some of you have managed to let go of certain relationships, certain situations, maybe perspectives, stuff like that. But since you have let go of those things, you have become a lot more attractive for sure. Let me do these ones first. I don't know if I should use these ones or not. Let me see. It's funny because we were just talking about how some people find it attractive that you are a bit intense, and the hard stare came out. So I don't know, some of you could have a bit of a hard stare, an intense stare, a strong like gaze, and people find that attractive. Okay, should I? You got any more? Okay. So what is attractive about you? I'll pull some more cards after this as well. Alright, so these are like features. Some of you could have a crooked nose. I know not all of these are going to resonate with everyone, but if any of these do, like maybe one or two might resonate with you, but those are maybe physical traits that people typically find quite attractive about you. So if any of you do have a crooked nose, people could find that attractive. We also have polished. A lot of you here could have really good skin as well. It could seem quite shiny, isn't the right word, but like kind of like smooth. We also have brunette hair. If you have brunette hair, people find that quite attractive about you as well. We also have faint eyebrows. So if any of you have quite delicate eyebrows as well, it's quite attractive. We have North Africa. If any of you are from North Africa, maybe people find your culture very attractive, or maybe you're very, I don't know, like I don't want to say typical, because I know everyone's like different, but you know, there could be certain characteristics that are quite maybe typical of or common, I don't know which one is the right word to use, but of people from North Africa, and you know, those traits, characteristics could be quite attractive on you. And we also have high cheekbones. So some of you could have high cheekbones as well, which is very attractive. All right, so we have discreet. So some of you here, maybe you're good at keeping a secret. Maybe you're very discreet when it comes to certain things, certain situations. Like maybe you do have that discretion, which is very attractive. Maybe this is in regards to like specific situations, or with a specific person. You're very discreet and private when it comes to this person, maybe because it's their wish, or because you feel like they need the privacy, whatever the for some of you this is coming across as like protective even, so you could be quite protective, which is attractive. Again, not in general, maybe just in regards to specific people. Do you have more? So we also have stubborn, and that actually came out earlier, I believe, in this reading. So you could be quite stubborn, and that's actually a very attractive trait, like that you don't back down. You're very strong-willed, you're very determined. We also have conservative. So some of you here could have quite traditional ideals, even if you don't, like people could think that from the outside looking in. So yeah, people do find that attractive about you, whether that be in how you communicate, whether that be in how you carry yourself, how you dress, your values, you know, family life. But yeah, we also have straightforward. So yeah, some of you here are very like to the point, very straightforward, which is very attractive. And maybe you're not like that all the time, you know, very blunt and straightforward and direct, but the moments you are, it is very attractive. So we have pursue your true wealth. And we also have following the footprints of greatness. It kind of has like a similar energy. So some people do perceive you as kind of like following in the footprints of greatness. They perceive you as kind of following a path that is true to who you are, and they do find that very attractive about you. What else? Okay, let me pull these. So we have Pathfinder, like we have Pursue Your True Wealth, we have Following the Footprints of Greatness, we have Wolf Pathfinder. So there's something about the path that you're on, the path that you've been on, that's very attractive. I don't know, like maybe, you know, who you were and where you were to where you are now is very attractive, and the journey and the kind of, the journey it took for you to kind of get to where you are today is very attractive. The fact that you were maybe able to make that journey. So it also says here, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have love that endures. So your perseverance is very attractive, you know. It feels like this group, you have overcome challenges as well, which is very attractive. You know, not the fact that you've been through challenges, but like, you know, who it's made you, you know, who you became after those challenges. And release your past and start a new journey. So maybe some of you, you know, have been on a journey. Maybe you had to let go of certain things in order to start this new journey. And yeah, it feels like people find the path that you're on, you know, who you were and where you came from. They find that very attractive, especially kind of seeing where you are now. And it also feels like there could be a specific person or, you know, a small group of people who you are helping, and you're helping these people find their path, which is also another attractive trait about you. I'm going to pull one more of those cards. And we also have dog, friend. So some of you here are like very loyal, maybe you're a very great friend. So it says here, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. So again, like there could be one person that you're really inspiring, or there could be a group of people that you're really inspiring. Let me see something. So yeah, that's another reason why you're attractive. Let me see. And the people that you are helping, they do find you extremely attractive as well. And it also says, I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. So for this group, you could be a very good friend. And I know that message earlier came up that, that sorry, that message came out earlier about you being protective. And again, like it may not be your people in general, but it could be about someone specific. Or maybe you're very protective of yourself. I don't know, but you could be very protective even if you're not in that energy right now. But the moments you have protected someone, you know, it was very attractive. And people also like seeing you happy. Like when you're happy, it's very attractive too. Especially when you're high energy and very enthusiastic. But anyways, so wolf, dog, don't they come from the same family? I could be wrong. Anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it can resonate. I do hope it can make sense and be helpful. I'm wishing you the best, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye. Hi, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the sun, then this reading is for you. What is so damn attractive about you? Okay, so what cards do we have? So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we also have the sun in reverse too. So we have the sun and the sun, which is kind of cool. On a lot of fire energy too. Some of you could be fire signs. Okay, so what is attractive about you? It feels like this group you could be very impatient, okay? But for whatever reason, it's very attractive. For a lot of you, like maybe this helps you um to not waste your time, and or it shows people that they shouldn't waste your time or they can't waste your time. It feels like you're attractive because, it feels like this group you could be very private, and some of you are very attractive because you could be quite provocative sometimes, like the way you speak and carry yourself, but not in a like an aggressive way or let me see. Like some of you could just say what's on your mind, but it doesn't feel like it's offensive though. But anyways, you could be quite provocative, which is very attractive. Your confidence is very attractive. Even though some people may be a bit offended by your confidence, but your guides, they love your confidence, and they also want to remind you to not be afraid of being yourself, like continue being yourself, be yourself as much as you can. And what's attractive about you is that even though you have this kind of, I don't know how to put into words, like this intense energy, even if like that's not your intention, it feels like you aren't that forceful, like you aren't aggressive about it, and that's what's attractive because it's quite natural. um you don't feel the need to be aggressive, or you don't have to be aggressive in order to get what you want, which is another attractive trait of yours. To get what you want or get what you need. I know this isn't going to be for everyone, but for some of you, when you're tired, you look very cute, which some people find very attractive. Uh, Maybe you have like tired features, like maybe your eyes or the way you walk, I don't know. But yeah, something about you either screams tired, but it doesn't come across, it comes across very cute, okay? This group, you could be very physically attractive as well. And you may not let people in easily, which is a very attractive trait as well. Even for some of you, it's that people sense this passion of yours below the surface, but it doesn't feel like your passion is obvious, it does feel like it's below the surface, which kind of draws people in. And even if you don't show your passion, it is very attractive because people can like sense it, maybe in the way, like, for example, I don't know, like, for example, if you're like an artist, like you may not talk about your art, you may not, speak about it in a passionate way, but people could tell you're passionate by the way your art comes out. So yeah, if for a lot of you, it feels like your passion could be quite low key. And the fact that you're very hardworking as well is another attractive thing about you. And it feels like this group, you don't make a lot of excuses. You're quite direct as well, which is extremely attractive. Another thing is that you don't hold back on your passion. For some of you, actually, for a lot of you, this is more so that maybe you do hold back on your passion. And this could be your passion or your attraction to people. It feels like you don't really give people your all straight away. It feels like you're quite smart and you're quite cautious as well, which is very attractive. And it feels like this group, you could easily be overpowering, but it feels like you're not. Like you don't feel the need to be overpowering, which is very attractive. even though you could be, you know, and a lot of you could be quite cool-headed. It feels like what's attractive about you is that you are a leader of yourself. You know, you don't care about influencing other people. You only care about the one person who you truly do have influence over, which is yourself, you know. And some of you here could be quite like unpopular. Maybe you don't fit in easily. Maybe you don't want to fit in, you know? And that's because you are very unique. And the things that make you unique are very beautiful and very attractive, okay? Some of you could be could be big-headed as well, which is nice because you don't let people, maybe you don't let yourself even, you know, downplay downplay your talents, downplay what you've done, downplay your hard work. And you should hype yourself up, you know, you should be your biggest cheerleader, right? But people find that very attractive about you, that you do hype yourself up, as you should, you know. It does feel like a lot of people gossip about you though. Like throughout the reading, I kept hearing, why do people gossip about you? And I'm like, no, we're not doing that. That's why why do people find you attractive? So so yeah, a lot of people could have their eyes on you, a lot of people could talk about you. And it does feel like a few people could hate on you a little bit and be a bit jealous where you're concerned. Um, but what's attractive about you is that you're kind of just doing you, you know? Okay, so with these green cards, just bear in mind that they probably all, like, they won't all resonate, but like a few could resonate. These are like physical characteristics that people find attractive about you. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm going to do the physical characteristics first. I'll pull some more cards after. But what is attractive about you? Some of you could be quite tall, which is very, very attractive. You could be quite toned as well, which is very attractive. You could have an oval face. We also have hollow cheekbones. No, hollow cheeks. So some of you could have hollow cheeks, but it's very attractive. Some of you could have a square face. So again, like not all of these are going to resonate, but the ones that do resonate are physical characteristics that people do find attractive about you. So some of you could have tan skin, some of you could have dark skin, which is very beautiful. We also have thick eyelashes. So some of you could have very thick eyelashes, maybe very thick hair, which is very beautiful. And we also have Australia. So some of you could have be from Australia. Maybe your culture is very attractive as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do these ones and then I'll pull some more cards after. So we have messy. So it feels like for a lot of you, the moments you don't put a lot of care into your appearance, it looks very attractive. Like say for example, you'll run into the shop quickly or something like that, and you may not, kind of go above and beyond in terms of how you look. But when you are a bit more like messy or low key, or have like messy bun or messy hair going on, it's very cute, very attractive. We also have outspoken. So I feel like this group, I don't know, you could be outspoken, this could be outspoken in general, or it could be when it comes to specific situations, or maybe when it comes to yourself. But the moments you are outspoken, it is very attractive. We also have resentful. Do you know what? It's the fact that people are kind of like bitter and resentful towards you is actually kind of attractive. It could be the way you deal with it. It could be because some of you could be quite unbothered by that kind of outside energy that's directed towards you. But it is very attractive. We also have non-committal. So again, I feel like a message similar to this came out earlier, but some of you could be very like selective when it comes to what you commit to, which is very attractive that you are selective about it. And we also have supportive. So this may not be for everyone, but for some of you, what's attractive about you is that you don't really care or put too much emphasis on other people supporting you. But another thing could be that for others of you, it could be that what people find attractive about you is that you can be very supportive. Maybe of certain people, or when it comes to certain situations, you're very supportive. Like, I don't know, I'm getting the feeling that for a lot of you, people may not find you supportive in general, but when it comes to like a very specific topic or area of someone's life, you could be very supportive. It feels like it depends with this group, but people find it attractive though. So we have email. Be mindful of the messages you send. So some of you could be very mindful of the message that you kind of put out. Again, like this could be in like actually what you're saying. It could be in how you present yourself. It could be being very cautious about, the words that come out of your mouth. But yeah, some of you are very mindful, and that is very attractive. We also have departed loved ones. You are loved more than you'll know. So I know this may not be for everyone, but for some of you, the way you honor your ancestors, the way you honor past loved ones is very attractive. Okay, so what was the first one? So the first one we have Wolf Pathfinder. That came up for the first group as well. So it says here, release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others to find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Let's see. Okay. it feels like there's a current path that you're on, which is very attractive. Very beautiful. And a lot of you here are very strong as well, which is beautiful. And even though some of you here may not love easily, when you do love, you could love very strong, very hard, which is another beautiful thing about you. And finally, we have Puffin Partnership. It says, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So it feels like there's someone that really does want to encourage you to kind of like be yourself. For some of you, you could be yourself, you could be very confident in yourself, but there could still be that like barrier or that restriction when it comes to being completely yourself. And it just feels like if you resonate with that, it feels like someone really wants to kind of encourage you and kind of give you that push to be yourself entirely. So your confidence is very attractive. And some of you could be a part of a community, and the community you're a part of, they could find you very beautiful. For some of you, it's the fact that you are a part of this community that is very beautiful, you know, regardless of whatever kind of community it is, whether it's a gardening community or whether it is an art community, like a healing community, whatever it could be, it's very beautiful, okay? Do you have more from this card? And some of you, I don't know, maybe you don't necessarily like working in a team, or maybe you're not used to it, I don't know. But there seems like a disconnect when it comes to working in a team. But it feels like the moments you do work in a team is very attractive, it's very beautiful. And the people who end up working with you usually really love working with you. Maybe they feel like they kind of get great results when they work with you. But anyways, that is all I have though. For those of you who chose this group, I do hope it could resonate, make sense, be helpful. I'm wishing you the best, okay? Take care. Bye. Hello, if you've chosen the Justice card, then this reading is for you. Welcome, I hope you're doing good. All right, so what is so damn attractive about you? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Justice card again. That happened for the second group as well. Okay, nice. So what is so attractive about you? Okay. So it feels like a lot of you could have overcame like a very dark period, or, you know, maybe even feelings of sadness, apathy, maybe depression. But the fact that you have overcome it is very attractive. It's very beautiful, okay? Your motivation is another thing that's extremely attractive about you. Your own motivation that you have towards your own life, your own goals, you know, your own responsibilities, but also the way you motivate other people is a very beautiful thing too, you know, whether this be intentionally or unintentionally. And it feels like this group, you could be very humble, or like maybe not all the time, I don't know. But the moments you are humble, it is very attractive and it's very beautiful to see. Your honesty is another thing that's attractive about you. It feels like you're a very clear speaker, or you make your intentions very clear, like the way you speak. Like, say for example, you were giving someone a job or a task to do, the way you explain it is very clear, very concise. You know what it's like. Yeah, okay. And some people find your voice very attractive too. For some of you, this could be just like your normal talking voice. It could be, some of you could be good at singing or poetry. But yeah, your voice is very attractive regardless of how you use it. Your ambitious nature is very beautiful too. Like in whatever aspect you are ambitious, whether it's entertaining people, whether it's art, whether it's educational, career, gardening, personal growth, is very attractive. It feels like this group is very grateful as well. Like you practice a lot of gratitude, which is a beautiful thing, and your self awareness too is very attractive. Your intelligence is another thing that is very enticing. Your happiness is infectious as well. Like when you're happy, it's so infectious. Like you have such a beautiful smile, which a lot of people find very attractive. And it feels like this group, you've managed to leave certain things and people behind you, and you should be proud of yourself for that. But also for realizing you needed to make a change, And for some of you, this could be like a recent realization that you've had where you realize that, okay, maybe it would be beneficial for me to make a change. And you could be making the adjustments so that you can make that change happen. But it's all very beautiful, it's all very attractive, okay? And it feels like your contentment is very attractive, like how happy you are in your life, how happy you are in your skin. It feels like you're very accepting of yourself, which is very beautiful. People are drawn in by you because you are an inspiration. Like you're so inspirational. Again, like whether this is intentional or unintentional, like for some of you this could be your story, and your path, your journey, which is very attractive. And other people find you quite healing as well, which is another beautiful thing about you. And it feels like you're attractive because you genuinely don't think you're better than other people. Like you're just living your life. And it feels like this group, you could be genuinely nurturing people, even if you don't, like, what's that word I'm looking for? Like you don't wear it on your sleeve. It's like not obvious about you, but the people who do are able to kind of get nurtured by you. And even if you don't kind of present that way, people do find you very healing. People do find you very nurturing, which is very beautiful. So yeah, people kind of find it attractive that you're kind of just living your life, and you're also good at making decisions, which is another attractive thing about you. It feels like you're a leader. And even if you don't try to be a leader, even if you don't want to be a leader, you are a great leader, okay? But the way you lead is very beautiful as well. Because it's done with like integrity, it's done with honesty as well. It feels like your opinions, your mind is very respected, and your judgment is respected too. Like your mind is extremely attractive, the way you think, the way you articulate yourself as well. And a lot of you here aren't competitive as well, which is another attractive thing about you. And some of you could be competitive, some of you could be a bit of both actually. Maybe you're competitive like with yourself, maybe you're competitive in a playful way, but it doesn't feel like you're competitive in a way that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say harmful or hurtful to others or anything like that because it doesn't really feel like that. But maybe you're very like discerning or on and off when it comes to like how competitive you are. But the moments you are competitive is very attractive. The moments you aren't as well is very attractive too. Okay, so with these green cards, these are like physical characteristics that people find attractive about you. But you know, they may not all resonate. Maybe one, two, or three might resonate with you, but whichever ones do resonate, those are the physical characteristics of yours that people find attractive, okay? Let me do the physical characteristics first. So we have bedroom eyes. So some of you can have very sexy eyes. Like even if you don't have try to have sexy eyes, like you could have just like very dreamy gaze. We also have prominent chin. So some of you, your chin could be very attractive, like facial feature. We also have South America. So some of you could be from South America. Some of you could have, I don't know, like ties or an interest in South America, maybe traveling even for some of you guys. But if any of you do have like South American in you, like, or like parts of your heritage or whatever, it's very attractive. We also have Cupid's bow. So some of you, your smile is very pretty, like your whole mouth area could be very pretty as well. Some of you could have like a Cupid's bow or like a very prominent Cupid's bow, which is very attractive. We have square face. We also have larger feet. So some of you could have like black hair as well, which is very beautiful on you. We have South Africa. So some of you could be from the South, but I don't know, something about the South. Maybe your culture, very attractive. And we also have North America too. Okay, so we have gentle. So what is attractive about you? So yeah, some of you are very gentle, like a lot of you are very gentle, which is a very beautiful thing about you. This gentleness could be in how you treat other people, it could be in how you treat yourself, it could be, for some of you, maybe you have like a gentle touch or like a gentle voice. But yeah, we also have undemanding. So this is actually coming out as like people respect your time. You could respect other people's time as well, which is very attractive. Do you have more from this? We have attentive as well. So some of you could be very attentive. Like you could be like a bit of a perfectionist. You could have great attention to detail. You could be very attentive when it comes to your loved ones. When it comes to people who you are leading as well. And it is beautiful, it is appreciated, and it is very attractive. We also have ambitious, so that's another thing that's very attractive about you. And we also have non-competitive again. So some of you, a lot of you here maybe aren't very competitive, maybe in the ways that like you're very not competitive in ways that don't really matter, you know. But yeah, The fact that you're non-competitive is very attractive. Or maybe you are competitive with that 7 of Wands, but you just don't go about it in like an aggressive way. Or maybe you're very competitive like with yourself, or I don't know. Yeah, it's more leaning on not being competitive though. So what else do we have? What is attractive about you? Okay, so we have guide, follow the footprints of greatness. That came out for the first group as well. But this message is completely different from the first group. For this group, it's that what's attractive about you is the way you are able to guide people, the way you're able, again, like the way you're able to lead. And it feels like you have managed to lead like either a specific person or a few different person in very positive directions. But this is also how like you lead yourself, like your own journey too. And we have angel, tap into your higher wisdom. So it feels like this group, you're very wisdomous. I don't know if that's a word, but a lot of you can have great, like, you know, like a great mindset, you know, great perspective, great judgment, integrity, very like wise, which is very attractive. And I'm gonna pull 2 more cards. What is attractive about you? All right, so we have owl, magic, love that. So it says, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up, magic and wisdom are your birthright. That's so crazy. We have wisdom here. We have wisdom here. Like this group, you're so wise, and that is a beautiful trait of yours. And it feels like you're very honest, you know? And the fact that you expect that honesty in return is very attractive to people who really appreciate those traits though, you know? And a lot of you have let go of your past and you have made room and you have kind of paved the way for a more positive and better life for yourself. And I'm going to get one more. What is attractive about you? Okay. Oh, wow. So we have magic and we have miracles. Oh my God. Okay. So another card actually came up with this one, but I'm going to actually keep it. So we have magic, we have miracles, we have supernatural. Do you kind of get the vibe I'm getting? Like, I don't know how to put it into words, but like very ethereal, is that the right word? I'm not sure, but very magical, you know, miracles, magic. But anyway, so with magic, hummingbird, hummingbird miracles, we have you are the joy bringer, I can't even read it upside down. So we have you are the joy bringer, you bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings, spread the miracles of happiness. I'll put that there just in case you want to read it yourself. But anyways, so something that's beautiful about you is that it feels like you've made a miracle happen. It feels like some of you are magical in a way. Like some of you could actually be perceived as someone who has powers, like you're able to kind of manifest, you're able to kind of bend things to your will. And a lot of people think that about you is because you're actually like a genuine person, you know? So it kind of makes sense that someone like you would be able to kind of have these powers. And some of you people may like kind of view it in a more logical way, like in terms of your effort, your hard work. But yeah, the miracles that you have created for yourself is very beautiful. And you also make people happy as well. Maybe you spread positivity, maybe you spread happiness, even if you don't try to. And finally, we have dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. So here we go again with wisdom. Like this group, you are super wise. Maybe you have like a very deep and meaningful and beautiful connection to um, to your guides, to your higher powers, you know, to your intuition as well. And it's very beautiful. So we also have you can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. It feels like a lot of you here could have done the impossible in some way, which is very beautiful. Um, and a lot of you are very talented as well, which is another thing that's very attractive about you. Maybe the very thing that makes you talented, you know? But anyways, that is what I have for those of you who chose this group. I do hope it can resonate, do hope it can make sense, be helpful, all that good stuff. But I'm wishing you the best, okay? Take care. Bye.